Donald Trump ranked last in some, to be totally honest, relatively meaningless presidential rankings. I wasn't even going to talk about them until I saw how our friends over at Fox News were reacting to their dear leader ranking so poorly in these rankings. And so we're going to look at it a little bit. Newsweek reports Donald Trump places last in new presidential greatness rankings. The purpose of the survey, previously conducted in 2015 and 2018, was to create a ranking of presidential greatness going from Washington to Biden. This is done by the Presidential Greatness Project at the University of Houston, blah, blah, blah. Okay, these are really basically meaningless. Okay, I mean, okay, so some historians have ranked presidents, and as we know, it's always so difficult to have an accurate view on some of these things until more time has gone by. But then sometimes you start to see that which happened a long time ago as not so good or important because the context has changed. So it's really difficult to, quote, accurately rank presidents over several hundred years. But what's fascinating is how it just infuriated the Fox News people. Here is Kayleigh McEnany saying it's infuriating that they ranked Trump so low.
A new ranking, and I'm going to add, in my view, a highly questionable ranking of presidents, is turning heads after Biden came in higher than both Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan.
Well, yeah.
In his wildest dreams. The survey was done by the Presidential Greatness Project, who claim to be the foremost organization of social science experts in presidential politics. They may be the foremost example of the disconnect between ivory tower academia and real people. That aside, Abe Lincoln ranked first. Okay, fair. Then comes Obama at 7th, and Biden came in 14th, actually beating Ronald Reagan.
Now, just as an example of why I think this is so fraught, I think there's a good case to make that Biden has been as good of a president as Barack Obama, or maybe even better. I mean, so the point here is this is a really difficult and fraught thing to do. But Trump being at the end really bothers them.
Who came in 16th, and Trump dead last. Look, Lisa, where to begin? This is infuriating in so many ways. 154.
She's infuriated because she was the press secretary for the worst president. That's why she's upset.
Respondents, they are the ivory tower elites who in no way represent the view of the American people.
No, but it also goes to show you, though, how history can be written and some of it can be built off a lie as well. But no, this list is bogus. Everyone knows that, Obama's not that high. He was a terrible president. But I think on this president, sorry.
So they are very much unhappy with it. Judge Jeanine Pirro, who was a judge at one point, she also thinks it's terrible and you don't need to listen to people in academia and all of that.
And what a bunch of historical malarkey. A group of self-proclaimed experts on the presidency just ranked Joe Biden as the 14th best president in history, while giving Trump last place.
She doesn't like it either. I actually think there is not that much value in this, and circumstances in the United States have changed so much over the last several hundred years. The context in which these individuals were presidents were so dramatically different. But by any stretch of the imagination, Trump was a disastrously bad president. So that I do agree with. Data brokers are constantly collecting huge amounts of information about what you do online, your address, phone number, email, financial info, even your political affiliation. And they sell that information to other companies. The FBI will sometimes even buy data in bulk to get information about Americans without a warrant. Your ex-girlfriend, your boss, anyone out there can use the publicly available data on search sites to find information about you. It's super easy. And worst of all, these data broker systems get hacked all the time, which really puts your data at risk, which is why you can end up getting scam calls and emails and the whole thing. The solution to all of this is our sponsor, Incogni. Incogni sends data removal requests to all major data brokers who are required by law to remove the information upon request. If any of the information stays online, Incogni will follow up about removal, and Incogni keeps you updated with details every step so you know what's going on and when the info is removed. What Incogni can accomplish is amazing. I use it myself. Go to incogni.com/Pacman and you'll get 60% off with the code Pacman The link is down below.